The United States government has described the Sinaloa cartel as one of the largest drug trafficking organizations in the world. Founded in the late 1980s, the gang was headed by the notorious drug lord Joaquin El Chapo Guzman. El Chapo, or Shorty, was once ranked as one of the world's richest men. His life and vast drug trafficking empire have been the subject of numerous books and TV series. Under his leadership, the cartel garnered a fierce reputation for violence as they outfought several rival groups. Mexican cartels often clash with one another, but it's also worth noting that they can form strategic alliances. The Sinaloa cartel became the biggest supplier of illegal drugs to the United States during Guzman's long reign as a leader. His name had stricken fear and terror as it garnered infamy. However, today's video isn't about El Chapo and the Sinaloa cartel. Welcome to another episode of Crime Analyst. Today's video is all about El Chapo's wife and accomplice, Emma Coronel Aispuro. Sit back and enjoy. Joaquin Guzman's spouse was born on July 3, 1989 in Los Angeles, California. She also holds Mexican nationality, which makes her belong to multiracial ethnicity. Her father's name is Inez Coronel Barreras, and he worked as a cattle rancher and Sinaloa drug lord. Her mother's name is Blanca Estela Aispuro, and she is a homemaker. She has siblings as well, a brother named Inez Omar Coronel Aispuro and a sister who is not known. She grew up in La Angostura, a remote village in the state of Durango. As of education, she is a high school graduate and is an alumnus of the University of California, Berkeley, in the Graduate School of Journalism's Investigative Reporting program. Though El Chapo has been married to over 6 women and has 19 children, Aispuro is head over heels in love with him and is entirely devoted to him. Many see her devotion as blind faith in the man who is the most famous drug trafficker, but Aispuro believes that the father of her children is her only priority. Before marrying El Chapo, she was popular as a beauty queen. El Chapo noticed her in one such event where he publicly confessed his love for her. Following that, the couple got married in a grand style. Aispuro is not only 30 years junior to El Chapo, but also shares him with many other women. The drug trafficker is known to have affairs with TV personalities and strings of hookers. Still, despite his infidelity, Aispuro insists that she is wholly devoted to him and will support him for life. She participated in the 2006 Miss Coffee and Guava competition. This was the time when she had already met the then 53-year-old drug lord, Joaquin Guzman, who was wanted in the United States and Mexico. As per the competition, each contestant was supposed to throw a party. This party was thrown to honor their candidacy. Aispuro's party was slated to be held on Three Kings Day, which was on January 6, 2007. When El Chapo came to know about this competition, he brought hundreds of armed men and declared his love for the Mexican beauty in public. He proposed marriage to Aispuro, and soon she became the winner of the pageant with 400 of 800 votes. El Chapo had arranged everything in advance and brought 3 bands on the coronation day. She was crowned Coffee and Guava Queen, which also followed her wedding to El Chapo. The crown was passed to the first runner-up. Her father was sentenced to prison in Mexico on weapons charges in 2007. An uncle, Ignacio Coronel Villarreal, was considered one of Mexico's most wanted men until he was killed in a gun battle with the Mexican army in 2010. Following her arrest at the Dulles International Airport outside Washington in February 2021, she pleaded guilty to 3 counts of conspiring to distribute illegal drugs, conspiring to launder money, and of engaging in financial dealings with the Sinaloa drug cartel. Before her sentencing in a federal court in Washington, Coronel pleaded with U.S. District Judge Rudolph Contreras to show her mercy. With all due respect, I address you today to express my true regret for any and all harm that I may have done, and I ask that you and all the citizens of this country forgive me, she said in Spanish through an interpreter. She added that she feared the judge might find it difficult to forgive her because she is Guzman's wife. Perhaps for this reason, you feel there is a need for you to be harder on me, but I pray that you do not do that, she added. As part of her plea agreement with prosecutors, Coronel admitted to acting as a courier between Guzman and other members of the Sinaloa cartel. At the same time, he was being held in Mexico's Altiplano prison following his 2014 arrest. Federal authorities also believe that Coronel played a critical role in helping Guzman escape from a maximum security prison in 2015 by purchasing a property near the site. Guzman used these communications to plan his 2015 escape from the prison through an underground tunnel built by the cartel leading to the shower in his cell. Guzman was able to escape through the tunnels dug underneath, complete with air ducts, lights, and a motorcycle that came up to the property. She also provided him with a GPS-enabled watch and relayed messages to operatives while he was inside. His whereabouts following the escape were unknown for months until he surfaced for an interview with the actor Sean Penn. The drug lord was later recaptured in January 2016 and extradited 1 year later to the United States. At her husband's 2018 New York trial, she was a daily presence in court, chewing gum behind large sunglasses. The trial led to a sentence of life plus 30 years in prison and an order to forfeit more than $12 billion. He was eventually convicted in February 2019 of drug trafficking, conspiracy, kidnapping, murder, and other charges, and was later sentenced to life in prison. Coronel claimed to know nothing about the Sinaloa cartel that was jointly run by her husband, maintaining that the couple had a modest irrigation farm and that El Chapo was just a humble man who the media had made too famous. Emma Coronel is very naive to the American justice system, said Mike Vigil, the former head of international operations at the Drug Enforcement Administration. She must have felt very secure and safe that nothing would happen to her. Vigil's statement could be pushed by the fact that she was confident enough to give a television interview in November 2019 on the back of a yacht in Miami to a reality show called Cartel Crew, which mainly consists of relatives of convicted traffickers complaining about being judged. During her trial, Coronel's attorney stressed that she was swept into the world of drug trafficking while still a minor and deserved mercy. She met Joaquin Guzman when she was a minor. She was 17 years old, and she married him on her 18th birthday, said Jeffrey Lichtman, a defense attorney who also represented Guzman in his U.S. trial 3 years ago. Federal prosecutors proposed a 4-year prison term on Coronel, adding that she would be forfeiting $1.5 million as part of her sentence. Federal prosecutor Anthony Nardozzi said, while the overall effect of the defendant's conduct was significant, the defendant's actual role was a minimal one. The defendant acted primarily in support of her husband. He noted that after her arrest, she quickly accepted responsibility for her criminal conduct. District Judge Rudolph Contreras said that he took her background into consideration when weighing the sentence, as well as the fact that she will be the sole caretaker for her children due to her husband's life sentence. "Good luck to you," the judge told her as the hearing concluded. "I hope that you raise your twins in a different environment than you've experienced today." She has spent her time in jail, dressed in prison garb, and held in solitary confinement. She has expressed remorse for her actions, saying that she feels shame for the role that she played in her husband's drug cartel. She is set to be released from prison on September 13th, 2023. That's all for today. If you have any thoughts on today's video, you can always leave them in the comments section. Don't forget to leave a like and share it with your friends. You can also subscribe to the channel to get updates on new videos that might be of interest to you. Until next time, have a great day.